Man, what's good?
Man, just
It's
excited.
it's nice to meet you, bro. I'm Ty, by the way. I know we haven't met, but
Yeah, dope, man. Love what you're doing though, for real shit. I was like, man, Duff Radio is fire.
I appreciate you seeing the vision for it. Hey, what's going on in the
Yeah.
background?
Oh, I got my
Hey, what's up?
nieces.
Those sisters,
Those are my
nieces.
nieces.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah.
You ready to get started? Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right. Well, I'm Luxyz, Eternal, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Rapper, producer, smoothie enthusiast, all that shit, man.
Yes,
Here with
sir.
Duff Radio. Bah.
Hey, congratulations, man. Dropping the song today. Good morning. Out now on all platforms. Tell me a little bit about it. How does it feel, man?
Man, it feels good, man. That was actually not even part of the album. It's just like a song I just kind of put together, and I was like, this feels good, but it like makes sense a lot. So it just feels good, and I was like, I gotta put this out.
What's the album gonna be like? Tell me a little bit about it.
So it's actually nothing like anything I've really dropped. It's really
Yeah.
experimental. It's like more like I've been listening to a lot of French music from like the
A lot of
'90s
French
and
music.
2000s and shit. Yeah.
That's
Like a
crazy.
lot of French shit that's just fire. Like a lot of Daft Punk. There's this band Air.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
heard
know.
of
It's like
them.
a lot of it has a lot of like auto tune type shit, and but
What?
then jazz too. It's fire.
Yeah, I hate to like put you in a box, but I was thinking about this before the interview. What genre am I listening to? It's kind of hard to figure out.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you honestly. And I think that
Yeah,
should be the name
it's
of it. Fuck it. It's like a
yeah, for sure,
smoothie of
man.
music.
But
That's why I'm a smoothie enthusiast.
where's the best place to get a smoothie?
Ooh, I don't know. I just make my own. Just throw a bunch of
Yeah,
random shit in there.
you said you're from Minneapolis. I know I
Yeah.
mentioned this in an Instagram post I had you in. What's that city like? Is it turned up?
Uh, it's pretty turned up actually. It's lit. It gets lit. Like the music scene here is crazy. Like there's like a lot of just different sounds. Really, it's just a big like mix of everything. So a lot of like the rap scene here is going crazy right now. Actually, a lot of the indie shit here is going crazy.
Yeah, that's something that I had noticed. A lot of people that I just come across on SoundCloud or whatever, I would check them out and be like, "Oh, Minneapolis. Oh, Minneapolis." What was the city like during the and then all of the protesting that happened after that? What was that all like?
And it was like crazy. It was dope seeing like a lot of the a lot of people like coming together for shit just to like
Yeah.
because like it's like it happens often, way too often. It's fucked up, but the city
Hmm.
seems to come together around those times, like when shit like that happens. And a lot of good music came out of it, a lot, but and a lot of change I felt like came out of it, like with people like sticking together for that.
It was just wild. Seeing footage of everything, seeing that Target that was burnt down, seeing how many
Right?
people were out in the streets. It was a crazy time. Were you a part of any of that? Did you get to see anything firsthand?
No, I didn't. Like I went to I went to like where it all happened at every few days and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Kind of rode through the city too. It's like it's weird just seeing like a lot of the shit like I grew up seeing burnt down and shit though. At the same time, I was like, fuck that shit, man, because it's like it's not like we don't own shit here, so it's like fuck it, burn that shit.
The last year has been just fucking crazy. What's it been like for you?
It's been crazy. I've been getting a lot closer to my family though, and that's kind of like really inspired
Mm.
a lot of shit in me. Yeah, I'm just like getting real close to them. They just tell me a bunch of shit. I'm just learning, like, cause I'm actually half Cuban and I don't know much of my Cuban side of my family, so I just like been meeting a lot of them throughout the last year too, and that was cool.
Have you lived up there your whole life, up in
Yeah.
Minnesota? Yeah, that's a place that I'm located in Kansas City right now, but
Mm.
once I kind of move on from there, Minneapolis is a place that I'm looking at. Like the energy there, it just looks like a cool place for
Yeah.
sure.
Like, and people definitely sleep on it. People expect it to just be like,
Yeah, it's under.
oh, just like farm and shit. But then people forget, it's like,
Uh,
oh, Prince grew up here. Like,
yeah, I forgot about that. Prince is from Minneapolis. That's crazy. Does that have
it's
any
like a dope
influence on your
energy.
music at all?
Definitely, that's like one of the biggest influences of mine for sure. Just like
What
growing
about
up,
Tyler the Creator?
that's the biggest influence of mine besides Prince, I guess. So like, definitely
Yeah,
just
because
love listening to Tyler Creator all the time.
Igor is one of my favorite albums ever.
Dude, it's so good. Dude, I don't know. I didn't know how I thought about it when I first heard it. Like I was just like listening to it with my friends. I was like, bro, you guys gotta shut up because you gotta listen to the song all the way through. And then I was like, man, I don't know if I fucked with it. But then like second listen, I was like, this is the best shit ever.
Yeah, I feel like it's not one of those albums that you're gonna play around all your friends.
Right.
Damn, there's something wild going on there. But it's one of those things, put your headphones in
Right.
whenever you're alone, and like you can just really appreciate the production, all of that shit.
Right.
It's a great piece of art.
Like that's what I've noticed about good albums. Like that first listen, you're always like, man, this might suck. But then like that second time around, you're like, oh wait, I'm hearing it differently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you hear something different for the first time, like it's just a different experience
Right.
hearing something that's new, nobody's ever done before.
Right. Like Whole Lot of Red, when I first listened to it, I was like, man, this might be the worst album I've ever heard. But now I just like catch myself like, breathe.
Oh, really?
Breathe. Like I would just catch myself listening to it.
Yeah, that album's right. I love that shit.
Like I think I just played it in a bad setting.
But it's cool, like you mentioned how you don't know like what genre you are.
Yeah.
But Cardi, that album, it was like goth rock and like rap, and like the people that can keep blending genres together are who push the boundaries and keep music going in the direction that it should be.
Definitely. I just think I love when shit is just blended and just mixed with a bunch of stuff. Like you can just tell, like, oh, I don't know where this guy's going with this, but it's dope.
You said you're a producer. Do you produce your own stuff?
A lot of it, yeah. Since I was like 12, I'm like 23 now, so it's been a while. Like I'm just starting to feel like I got good at it too. So, but
what
I try to
use.
I use FL. Yeah,
FL's the easiest thing to use, bro. I don't know why people hate on it. It's like playing a video game,
right? Especially when you got those so many little things that just like make it easier too.
Yeah, that's what I like to play around on when I do, decide to get on there, like record something and just mess around. I think it's super easy.
Like it's really user friendly. Like I've tried to use Ableton so many times, and I'm just like, man, I don't even get how to do this, and I just go back to FL.
Do you record yourself as well?
Yeah, record it, mix it, produce it. It's all at
so
the
you're self everything
type shit.
Damn, good for you, man. That's the way to do it for sure.
Man, barely, man. I wish somebody could mix this shit. That's the only thing about Minneapolis. Yeah. It's hard to find people to mix shit. But it's dope because like everybody just kind of they're like every musician seems to know each other. They're all doing this own thing, which is dope.
Something that I've learned just from having started this up for a couple weeks now. You're right. Everybody knows each other. The circle is really small. It's a smaller world than you think.
Right. Like especially like the more you travel.
I'm curious, like, who else you listen to? You said Tyler, the Creator, which is immediately who came to my mind when I first heard you. And I saw kind of some of the cover art that you had used in the past. Who else is just kind of in your rotation right now?
A lot of Baby Keem, hella Brent Faiyaz, and for like more mainstream shit. And then a lot of old rap. Love Nas, hella Jay-Z. Pretty much just a bunch of rap lately. Like Griselda's been going crazy.
How long have you been rapping?
About 10 years, just like playing around with it. Like I've been dropping shit for a while actually. I just actually had to clear a lot of that out because I was like, man, this is terrible. But like 2016 is when I feel like I've been taking it serious. So about 5 years.
What else do you like to do besides make music? Like what is your day-to-day kind of like?
Just wake up, eat. I'll be watching hella YouTube videos just about gamers and shit. I'm fucking with those.
Oh, are you a gamer?
I'm not, but like I like watching people game. I'm like, damn, this is entertaining.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like some of the most popular videos nowadays are people watching other people play video games instead of like playing games themselves.
Right. Like when I was younger, if you would have told me I have to watch you play a video game, it would have pissed me off. But for some reason, I'm just like, man, I love just watching people play. Like I've really been like into watching people play Cyberpunk right now.
What's
Like that
Cyberpunk?
shit.
I've never heard of that.
It's kind of like a free world game, but it's like first person shooter type thing. Keanu
Okay.
Reeves is in it. It's hot.
Oh, damn. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I just like when people just give everybody the dude face tats and just like roam around shooting shit.
Why do you think that is? I mean, I guess society right now in general is just kind of like people want to watch other people do things instead of do it themselves.
Right. And I feel like it all comes down to people just don't want to do shit. Because I don't want to be doing shit a lot of the time. Especially when it's like, unless it's the one thing they really want to do. I feel like a lot of people, like more than ever, people are just like find their thing that they're really into, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm focusing everything on that. And if they don't, they're just like, if they have to do anything else, they're just like, man, fuck this.
What's your plan for your career?
Really, just want to be able to live off of music and then make a bunch of clothes and shit.
What kind of clothes do you want to make? Because I'm a little bit interested in that as well.
And I've always just been up like hella into streetwear, shit like that. I don't know. Gotta figure that shit out someday. But I just know in the back of my head, I'm always like, man, I want to make clothes. Like before this all is over, clothes.
I'm trying to do shoes right now. Like I'm trying to get a shoe deal from this like little hiking company.
That's hard.
That shit would be tight.
Right.
Because you could go after like a Nike bag or a Jordan bag or whatever, but like unless you're in the NBA or something, like you're not getting it.
Right, you're like, might as well go. I got the Patagonia bag.
Yeah. So when's the album dropping exactly? Tell me the date.
So it was February, but some shit happened. My computer fucked up. So I don't know. I can't even really say a date. Not crazy pushback, but like I just gotta tweak some shit now.
Yeah.
And
I gotta tell you, bro. Life is a Joke is an amazing song, man. Congratulations on that one. I love that song.
Thank you.
What is that effect, if you don't mind spilling some of your sauce, what is that effect that you use on your voice?
All right, so it's not even that crazy, but I just kind of auto-tune my shit, but like something I've been like really fucking with lately, I kind of just like take the song, record it and everything, throw it back in FL, and then just like put it up, like speed it up, like a couple notes or whatever.
Oh, for real? And it makes that effect?
Yeah, and it just sounds drippy.
Bro, you're giving out sauce to people.
Like I do a song that's like 160 BPM and then just throw it up like half a little speed or something, and it's just hard.
That's crazy. I've never heard of people doing that. That's a good little trick.
That's kind of been my go-to. I don't want to do it too much, but lately it's been my go-to.
Yeah, because I played your shit for somebody not that long ago, and they're like, hey, why is his voice like that? How does he make his voice? And I was like, damn, I don't know, but I'll ask him. Yeah, that's just tough.
Yeah, I just like faster shit. Just going like.
So what were you like growing up and shit?
I was just like an Odd Future fan kid, really. Like skating and shit. Skating, rapping, wilding out.
Do you still skate?
Nah, not really.
Why is that?
Yeah, I just was never. I was really fucked with like this culture of skating. Like all my homies would skate, but I was like, man, I ain't like falling enough.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't be breaking bones, getting scraped up.
Like one time I was just skating alone, and then like I think I might have sprained my ankle, and I was just like, fuck, how am I about to get home? And I just like kind of like rolled myself. And I was like, man, this ain't for me.
I grew up around a lake, which I know there's a bunch of those in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And so like what we would do is wakeboarding. Have you ever heard of that?
Ooh, I've heard of it, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. What is that again?
It's kind of hard to describe. So you're on like a little board, but you're behind a boat, and the boat's like just dragging you. and you're doing your thing, going back and forth on the board, doing little jumps or whatever. So it's kind of similar to like snowboarding and skating, but just like on the
Okay.
water.
Oh, that's sick. A little different than surfing.
It's like surfing kind of, but like you're holding onto a rope and it's
Oh
pulling you
yeah, yeah.
behind a boat. Are you a beach or a mountain person?
Ooh, I love the beach. I actually went on like a mountain for the second time ever not too long ago. And I was bitching the whole time, but then I was like, man, you guys are right. This is pretty dope. So the more I'm just terrified of heights. So, but the more I fuck with mountains, I'm becoming more of a mountain guy.
Uh-huh.
But there's nothing like just chilling on the beach and just listening to shit.
How cold is it in Minnesota right now? Is it pretty freezing?
This is actually the warmest winter we've ever had. Global warming is looking out, but it's like normally it's like negative 30.
Is there anybody that you want to work with? I've noticed like you don't really have features on your songs or anything.
Ugh. Man, I'd love to work with more people, but if I would had to do like a dream collab of all time, it would definitely be like Solange or
Ooh,
Beyonce. Actually, fuck it, both of them. Same song, fuck it. I would just love to work with like vocalists and like singers and shit, or like bands.
can you play a musical instrument?
I can just like half-ass play piano, and that's about it. I'm about to start doing guitar lessons, so hype
Ooh,
for that,
get some live guitar on some of your songs. That would be awesome.
right?
I can hear Solange like on one of your songs. That would be amazing.
Like in the new song, Good Morning, like if she just kind of hits something like on that end where the saxophone comes in and shit, that'd be fire.
That little outro at the end of it is amazing.
Thank you.
Where did that come from? Did you produce that?
No, I kind of just been fucking with Splice and just chopping some shit up. Just threw that in there with that saxophone. And I was like, oh, that is nasty.
What's the inspiration for that song? What's the inspiration from that for that album coming up? Tell me about that.
2019, just like into 2020, I was just like going through it, and I was like, fuck. But I was like, at one point, I was just like, man, let me just try to like, cause like I like concepts with albums a lot, and I just started this concept and this like story behind this album, so I just started producing and coming up with the whole idea for it, and that just became very big, very strong. And like the logo is this fucking the cover is just the logo is this dude right here. I got it tatted on me. That's how like fucking this little nigga. Oh, you can't even
Oh
see that
damn,
shit.
that's big ass too.
Yeah. Got the fucking very big, very strong guy with his balloon in his wheelchair.
It looks like the episode of SpongeBob. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought maybe that's where it came from.
If that kind of did have some inspiration in it, because like that's what I think of when I think like full cast, body cast in a wheelchair shit. It was really like therapeutic for me almost just to like come up with that idea. And then I'm like, now I have something to execute. And that's what just like the whole background for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, as of right now, you have my pick for album of the year. Like just that sound that you're kind of working with right now, it's going to be something super unique. I can feel it, and I'm really excited for it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm excited
So
for
I think
everybody to be able to hear it.
so I think
Oh
with
my
this
bad.
little Zoom like the basic package that I have, I can only host a interview for 30 minutes, and we're at like 28 right now. So I'm gonna have to let you go. But bro, for
All right.
real, thank you for doing this, man. Everybody, if you're listening to this, please go stream Good Morning now on all platforms, man. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Hey man, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, all that shit. Luxyz Eternal. And yeah, very big, very strong 2021. Shout out Duff Radio. This was fucking dope.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to do this again, man. When the album drops, let's link
Yeah,
up. All
definitely.
right, man. Nice to meet
I'm
you
gonna have to
for the.
come out to Kansas City on your ass, bro. Just we lit it.
Hey, man, if they win the Super Bowl, when is that? I guess next weekend. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh man, fuck, I'm coming for this Super Bowl winning function.
Man, you always got a place down here, bro. Thanks for doing this, man. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too, man.